So one of the other joys of picking up unknown tools is there is possibly a faint name. Now you might lose it by going to find it. So let's stick this on the wire brush and see what we find. Very noisy today, isn't it? I'll try and do something with that. Something's making one hell of a noise. Anyway, the good thing about when you can go and you'll see as you go searching, if it's a faint name, you'll know to be careful and not rub it out whilst you're looking for it. But if it's a really good printed name, let's change that again. If it's a really good printed name, you know that you can give it a bit more abuse to bring the name out on it. And this one was a Sheffield. Wales, so Wales, what the hell does that say? Is that Thewlis? Is that Thewlis? We've seen a Thewlis in Griffiths. Is that a Thewlis? And then Sheffield. There something? Sheffield? There and Wales? No, what's that say? Anyway, it's a name to go searching for, yeah. What I like about these older screwdrivers, and this is the London pattern one, is it's solid brass, so you can scrub it clean. It's not like a false brass one that the more you clean it, the brass colour disappears. This is a solid brass piece, so it's really, they look really nice. Just got to clean up the handle, and that's the work, and that's the hard work, is getting the handle clean, scraping it clean with a blade. First this handle needs, why are we not focusing? This handle needs a real good scraping first. And that'll come up beautiful. Just it's got not the London pattern, it's the one, it's the cabinet makers. This is a proper cabinet maker's screwdriver. Yeah. Now we've got this home and we've got it under the light. It wasn't very easy. Hold on. Very easy to see. So let's put this on the brush. This is a Chatwin. Wow, this has got a right old age on it. I thought it said Taiwan or something on there. T. Let's clean this up. This is a Chatwin. This is a Chatwin. Wow. It's a Birmingham firm. Thomas Chatwin, yeah. Beauty, made in England, made in Birmingham. Chatwin. Yeah. Now you see lots of record ones, don't you? This has got a right old age. This, we're going to have a look through the books for this one. Yeah. Now, okay. It's not as old as the this is the first monkey wrench. The oops, not monkey wrench, we all call them Stanley, don't we? Stilson, but the first Walworth, we all call these Stilsons, don't we? Well, this bloke Stilson worked for a man called Walworth, and it was Walworth that made the first little wrenches, and we call them Stanley wrenches, don't we? Because it was Stanley was the man that actually was working for Walworth and put forward the idea, and Walworth says, oh, we'll make that, and obviously they became a hit, and we know them as Stilson, sorry. This Stilson bloke worked for Walworth. So these are the original ones with their wooden handles. So it's not quite as old as them. And then they discovered it was better just to leave the steel handle on it. So this has got a ripe old age. And Chatwin, where have you heard that name Chatwin before? Oh, follow me and I'll show you. So again, the taps and dies helps us out. Where have we seen Chatwin before? Well, we've seen it here, haven't we? Thomas Chatwin from Birmingham. Thomas Chatwin liquid, and we know it goes back as far as 1914, because luckily for us, they put their name and they put the date on stuff they made. So wow, we're going right back, aren't we? So that's a Chatwin pipe wrench, and there's the Chatwin, and there's the date, 1914. So again, this is the Thomas Chatwin set, and again, you're always looking for the marks, the name and the date. This is a 1914 set. So let's we've had a wrench book in recently, haven't we? And this is where the Buck and Hickman, the tool books, everything adds together. So you've got the item, it was rusty, you've put it on the wire brush, you've discovered the name, you know it's British, now you want to know a little more about it, and you know about the name because you've got something with a date on it. So now let's this is digging in the books time. This is digging in the books time. So I decided to not mess about and go straight to the jugular, to the 1910 tool, Richard Lloyd tool suppliers, from Birmingham. So if Chatwin's going to be anywhere, it's going to be in here. But it seems it's still a bit early. It's not in the 1910. No, we found the tadpole that Steve picked up. That's in the 1910 with the S bend in it. So let's let's come forward a bit. We've gone a bit too far back. It's not in the 1910 book. Let's start our search in the 1930 Buck and Hickman book. I opened the page and I found, look, Little Giant is here. Wells Brothers, Massachusetts. Yeah, they're here already. The taps and dies. So let's go see if we can find this wrench from Chatwin. So we're in the 1930 book. Hold on, 1930 book. We found the Stilson with the wooden handle, haven't we? This is where they provide it with a wooden handle, and now here is the steel handle coming in. So the steel handles started from the 1930s-ish, because you could have it with a wooden handle or without. Yeah. Now this one is Stilson pipe wrench. We've got little giants. I know Chatwin did a similar thing. Let's see if we can find the actual one. We're going to have to do a bit more. Here we are. Here's the wrenches. And let's see. Yeah. Here's the wrenches, and we collect them, don't we? Here's the footprint. Or what? Yeah, turns into a footprint, look. And we got the monkey wrench, haven't we? Yeah, and the King Dick. Here's the King Dick here, look. The billings there. And we saw that, didn't we? The Lucas girder wrench. Lucas girder wrench. That's what one of those look like. With a split thread down the side of it. We've got two of those, I think. Yeah. And yeah, we've got plenty of the Clyburns. The indestructible jaws, yeah. Unbreakable jaws. Well, they call that now, yeah. At one point they were called unbreakable jaw wrenches. I can't remember where I've seen them somewhere. Anyway, let's dig a bit further. So we found the record wrench, which is fairly modern, and we do see a Stilson here, don't we? Yeah. Now, there's no mention of a wooden handles. This was in this, until you get this in the light, you know. Do you remember this one that was sealed up? The pages are so white on it next to the others. They've creamed and gone old, but this was this book, remember? The 1875 to 1979 book. Let's keep looking. This one, but it's more of an adjustable spanner rather than a wrench. Let's see what Dominic Chineer says about the wrenches. This is an excellent book to have. Dominic Chineer. You know, the restoring. Do you remember me telling you now about Stilson? Daniel Stilson was born in 1826 in Durham, New Hampshire. He worked as a ship's mechanic during the American Civil War before becoming an engineer at J.J. Walworth and Company, a company based in Cambridge, Massachusetts, that had started a fitting steam heating system. Yeah, so Stilson came up with the idea, here we are, still with an idea for a tool designed to grip on metal pipes. Director made a stronger grip, put together a wooden prototype which was employers were impressed by, and then asked Stilson to see if he could blah blah blah, and you'll see how he makes it. Patent this new tool, which he did in 1869, and licensed to the company. Let's see where Walworth. Here we are, look. The licensed arrangement with J.J. Walworth and Company made Stilson the equivalent of just under 2 million quid. So it was Walworth is the original with the wooden handle, the two that we've just seen. And we call them Stilsons, and Stilson was the guy who invented it. But it was, well, that's why I say, according to the book by Dominic Chineer, that story is correct. Yeah. We're here. There's plenty of pipe wrenches. Again, the record pipe wrench, but still using the name Stilson, look. Because we call them Stilsons, don't we? We don't call them pipe wrenches. But anyway. Let's go another direction. Yeah, we're still here. Record Stilson. We're missing something somewhere. So, Chatwin, we've got one of these, haven't we? One of these big pipe dies. So, Buck and Hickman are dealing with Chatwin. Buck and Hickman are dealing with Chatwin in 1964. So I wonder if we can find a Chatwin pipe wrench in here. We can find the pipe threading head, and they're dealing with Chatwin, look. Oh, British made Stilson pipe wrench. Yeah. So they're here. And they're here in 1958, but no sign of Chatwin. So it's oogly googling time, and Thomas Chatwin, 1899. Wow. Let's from Birmingham. Let's have a dig about. Found it. Look, Thomas Chatwin, Great Tyndall Street, in 1888. Wow. We need to find some more about it. It's very hard to find anything about Thomas Chatwin in Birmingham. So we can see the adverts for Thomas Chatwin. We've got a die stock, and we've even got two of them little boxes. Remember, we've got two of them little boxes. Chatwin, I must show you them. Yeah, we've got those two. And they did do wrenches, you see. Yeah. They are in the business of making tools. Thomas Chatwin, Birmingham. Now we're on the track. Thomas Chatwin Tools operated within the machining industry and was incorporated in 1928. And its headquarters is located at Howard Top Street, West Bromwich. Right. So let's dig a little more. Better. Thomas Chatwin, yeah, business established in 1849. Yeah, there we are. So there's some right old age. Hold on, let's see, find some more. Yeah, the great thing with Google is it finds things, doesn't it? Yeah, the adverts, but it takes a bit of digging. Takes a bit of finding, takes a bit of digging. But we will find that little wrench. And we will put an age on it. And that's part of the fun. Between Googling, looking in the books. Here we are, look. Taps and dies there, look. Yeah. November 1912, taps and dies. Well, we know that because we've got them, haven't we? We are, look. Thomas among small man Chatwin Limited stands pre-eminent throughout the British Empire. Founded in 1849. So yeah, it's very, very, very rare to land on a Chatwin little pipe wrench, which was a little rusty old thing. The spring is missing. There's like a little. It's just a strip of metal that gives her that springiness. But wow, what a lovely little gem this little Chatwin was. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob, for spotting it. And Reggie collects wrenches. But you got to put them on the wire wheel. You got to clean them up. And you got to find them. And then you got to research them. And that's all the fun of collecting these vintage tools and picking them up out of the car boots and getting your friends to pick your stuff up, because, you know, that's what I do. This is having Reggie collects stuff. I'm a collector. I'm a buyer, aren't I? Yeah.